Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're all fine. Teacher Fred is here. So today we have our science subject April 30, 2020, and I have prepared a lot of things for you guys and I hope you tune in until we finish this video. And again, if you find that you didn't understand the first time you watch this video, you can replay this. And again, I assure you the moment you play it the second time around, it will be a lot easier. So, are you with me? Alright, so cool. Let's get started. But before we start, we are going to sing this beautiful song entitled Mr. Sun Sun, Mr. Golden Sun. I don't know if you've heard this before when you were in kindergarten, but let's sing it. Are you ready? Okay, so this is my voice. I will sing it together with you and I have the lyrics here, okay? You can check it out here.
Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind the tree. These little children are asking you to please come out so we can play with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Shine down on me. Shine, shine, shine. Shine down on me. Shine, shine, shine. Shine down on me. Shine, shine, shine. Shine down on me. Oh, Mr. Sun, Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun.
You like my voice?
Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind the tree. These little children are asking you to please come out so we can play with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on, please shine down on, please shine down on me.
Alright, so I hope you like my voice. Such a beautiful thing. I actually like my voice as well. Don't worry, we both like my voice. Alright, so we move on. Guys, I have our unit goals here. So in this unit, we will make observations here. So first hand or from a media. When I say first hand, you yourself will do it, or media, it can be through this technology, okay, to collect data that can be used to make comparisons. So we're going to compare. That's what I'm saying here. In this unit, we're going to describe patterns verbally and in writing. So I hope that before we end this unit, you should be able to tell what is a pattern and you should be able to write something about pattern. I gave an activity the last time with teacher Manirat and she said that some of you are still not getting what do we mean by pattern, but I hope as we move along it gets easier. Okay, so another is make a prediction after making observation related to patterns. Another thing that we want to do is that you should be able, at the end of the unit, we hope that you would be able to predict or tell what will happen next by just looking at the pattern. Like right now, it's morning. What do you think will be happening, let's say, after 10 hours? What do you think is the pattern after 10 hours? It's gonna be in the afternoon, right? And then after that afternoon, what do you think will happen? It's gonna be nighttime. It's the time to sleep. And it's like a pattern is something that's happening again and again and again. Like morning, lunchtime, dinner, breakfast, lunch break, dinner. That is a pattern. It's always happening. But where did we get this pattern? Let's check it out later on. But before we move on to that next one. We have our habit of mind here. Look at this one, the habit of mind. Responding with wonderment and awe, like, wow, that is so nice. I have never seen this before and I want to learn that. I wonder what makes that thing. Something like that. It changes me like that. It's responding with wonderment and awe. Okay, so, oh my goodness, I have never seen such beautiful rainbow. How is it that it became a lot more beautiful than now? I wonder what makes that rainbow. That is responding with wonderment instead of just looking at like a, okay, it's a rainbow. Instead of looking at that, but when we respond with wonderment and all, it gives us the ability to ask ourselves, I want to know more about that. Like, it that thing makes me want to know more about that rainbow. What are the colors of the rainbows? What makes rainbows? Something like that. This is just an example of responding with wonderment. So I want you to apply this habit of mine in this lesson that we're going to do right now. Okay? So let's move on. Our essential question is, how can we determine? Determine means how can we know, or how can we determine patterns and use them to predict. When we say predict, you're going to tell what's going to happen and predict the future. It's like a power. It's like, I think what will happen tomorrow is this thing, and explain the past. So how can we determine patterns and use them to predict the future and explain the past? Where's my essential question? There. How can we determine patterns? Where do we get the patterns? I'm going to show you later on where we get the patterns, okay? So how can we determine patterns? How can we know patterns and use that pattern so that we can predict, so that we can tell what's going to happen next and explain the past, okay? So here, before we start, we are going to sing a song first. I want you to sing with me, okay? I'm going to sing again in my different voice. This time, it's gonna be a different voice. Let's sing. Come on.
What's in the sky? What's in the sky? What beeps at me up there so high? Who tells me it's a brand new day? So I can play and have fun. Oh yes, I know that is a star. What's in the sky? What's in the sky? What thunders up there so high? What pours down to the city? What's great when it's raining loud? Oh yes, I know that is a cloud. What's in the sky? What's in the sky? What are those colours passing by? There are seven bending like a bow, beautiful in the sky? What's in the sky? What's in the sky? What's in the sky? Oh yes, I know that is a star.
Did you like my voice? Yes, I like my voice. But this time we have another video. Are you ready yet? Okay, cool. Please watch this carefully, okay? This is part of our lesson so that you will be able to know more about this
Look
lesson.
at the sky. It looks different during the day, night, and even when it rains. Sky during the day. As the sun rises in the sky, the earth becomes bright and full of life. On a sunny day, you see a clear sky, a bright sun, and white clouds. The sun is round in shape. The clouds in the sunny sky look like cotton balls or wool of sheep. Without the sun, we will get no light or heat. Nothing will grow. There will be no life. Sky during rains. On rainy days, the sun is hidden. The sky is cloudy and dark. The clouds are grey in color. You see lightning in the sky and you hear thundering. During rains, children do activities like painting, drawing, etc. Children also enjoy playing in the rain, sailing paper boats. Animals and birds seek shelter below trees or sunshades during the rains. When the rains slow down and the sun shines through the clouds, a beautiful rainbow is seen. The rainbow has 7 colors. Sky at night. The sky looks beautiful at night with the bright white moon and twinkling stars. If you look at the sky and observe, the stars seem to be arranged in different shapes in the sky. The moon, like the sun, is round in shape. But the moon's shape changes every day. On a full moon day, the moon is a full circle. The moon changes its shape every day till the new moon day. The moon is not seen in the sky on a new moon day. Do you want to see the stars and moon from close? Let us look at the night sky through a telescope. We can see the stars and moon so clearly. There are many stars in the sky. Did you know? There are more stars in the universe than the grains of sand on all the beaches of the world, be it day or night, sunny or rainy. The sky looks beautiful at all times.
If you're going to respond with wonderment, how would it look like? How will it sound like? For me, I just when I watched this video, I responded back with wonderment by saying, because she said that, did you know the stars are more than the suns? Like, wow, really? So how many stars then? I wonder how many stars we have in the galaxy. If the stars are more than the suns, like just one cup of a sun, that's too much already. But she said that there's more than those suns, than the number of the stars. So that's so many, and I wonder how many. So let's move on to the next one. This time we're going to learn the patterns of day and night. I said a while back, pattern means something that's happening over and over again. So it's something that's being repeated. Day, night. What do you think will happen next if it's nighttime? What do you think will happen later on? The pattern goes the same. So it's daytime. So if it's daytime now, what will happen next? What will be the next day? It's going to be the nighttime. After nighttime, it's going to be daytime. Right? So let's watch this together. I'm going to hide myself again.
Today we'll learn about day and night. When we see the sun shining in the sky, it is day. And when we don't, it's night. So the question is, why is the sun in the sky seen at some times and not at others? We see that the sun seems to move across the sky, starting in the east in the morning, then moves toward the south at noon, and then finally toward the west as the day ends. How does this happen? Actually, the sun appears to move across the sky because the earth rotates on its axis. Axis is an imaginary straight line passing through the North Pole, the center of the earth, and the South Pole. It is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. The movement of the Earth on its own axis is known as rotation. Let's see why we have days and nights. Let's assume this globe is our Earth and this lamp is the sun. Now, look closely. The light is shining only on one side. This is day. Now look at the other part and you can see it's dark. This is night. When the Earth rotates, day changes to night and night changes to day. That's how the rotation of the Earth causes day and night. Pretty cool. Look at this map. India and the United States are on opposite sides. The Earth takes a whole day to make one rotation, which is a total of 24 hours. That's why when there is day in India, there is night in the United States. And when there is day in the United States, there is night in India. Similarly, when there is day in China, there's night in Colombia, because these are situated on opposite sides of the Earth. Let's learn some fun facts about day and night. The Earth is always spinning around, and it takes 24 hours for the Earth to complete one rotation. Daytime is from the time of sunrise until sunset. Nighttime is from the time the sun sets until the sun rises. The shortest day of the year is known as the winter solstice. The longest day of the year is known as the summer solstice. The sun contains 99% of the solar system's mass. Now you know a lot about day and night. Hope you liked it. Stay tuned for more videos and always help others.
Alright, so if you're going to respond with wonderment on that, how are you going to respond? How will it sound like? For me, when I watched this video, I responded by asking myself, I want to know, why is there a longer day and there's a shorter day? Because he said that the longest day is the summer solstice, something like that, right? So, why is it longer? And then the other days, why is it shorter? That's one way for you to respond with wonderment. I wonder how it feels like. Okay? So later on, maybe you can do that in your worksheet. Now here, I'm going to upload this on Class Dojo, so this is the one that you're going to do right now. Okay, so what do we see in the sky during the day? What do you see in the sky during the day? And what do we see in the sky during the night? During nighttime, what do we see in the sky? Do we see the sun? How about in the daytime? What do we see during the day? Do we see stars? But again, by the way, you are supposed to be writing sentences. So you do not just put there moon, sun. No, I do not understand that. You are a good writer by now, so you are supposed to be writing good sentences. During the day, we see. During the night, we see this. During the day, we see hippopotamus flying. I don't know, okay? So you're going to answer that. During the night, we see a floating worm. Is that what you're going to say? Okay, so definitely you try to think, what did you see in the videos? You relate the videos, guys. The reason why I'm letting you watch these things so that you can get your answers out from those. I'm not just letting you watch those for just for you to do something. No, let's go to number 3. How do we know that it is night? How do you know that it's night? I know it's night because I sleep. There are people who are sleeping during the day like me. I love sleeping during the day. So how do we know it is night? Number 4 here. How do we know that it is the day? How do we know that it is the day? And here, number 5. How does day and night affect you? How does day and night affect you? During the day, what happens to you? During the night, what happens to you? During the day, do you feel sleepy? During the night, do you feel like you're so energized, like you want to go to school? How does how does the day affect you? I'm just finding humor, okay? I'm just trying to find humor. So how does day and night affect you? So you can say the day affect me by this. So during the day, I feel this thing. During the night, I feel this thing. Something like that. Okay, that's what you're going to answer here in number 5. And this part. Wait, my alarm clock is. So this part, on this one, draw it. The day sky. How does the day sky looks like to you? How does it look like to you? You draw it here. Okay, I have posted the worksheet so you can do it. You can print it or you can copy and answer it. Draw it. The night sky. How does the night sky look like to you? Now let's go to our essential question. How can we determine patterns? By just looking at the videos. How can we determine patterns? By looking at the nature, right? We can determine patterns by looking at the nature. What I mean by nature is what's happening around you. You observe what is happening around you and we can determine patterns. I don't know if you are observing the day and the night. So if you are very observant, you check, oh, it's nighttime. Oh, so I know that the next thing to this is daytime. Oh, it's daytime. I know that the next thing to this is nighttime. When you were babies or when you were young, nobody taught you like that. Nobody taught you that pattern because you are just seeing it every day. It's happening over and over and over again. So you know that what comes daytime is nighttime. What comes after nighttime is daytime. It's because you are observing. So what is our good answer here? How can we determine patterns? We observe so that we can determine patterns. How can we use them to predict the future? How can you use these patterns to predict the future? And for you to know what happens before. So this is our essential question. I will give you more answers to that, but so far we will stop there. How can we determine patterns? We observe our nature. Okay, so that we can know the patterns, we take a look around us, because most of the things, most of the patterns are from the nature. Example of a nature is the sun. And then nighttime, daytime. That's an example of a pattern. So that is one answer for us, and then I'll give you more answers later on. I mean, I want you to think for your own selves. This is just my answer. Some of you are just not just waiting for my answers. I want you to think of your answers as well. Now let's go here. How can we use responding with wonderment and awe in observing the skies during the day and night? How can we use responding with wonderment and awe in observing the skies during the day and night? Try to think about that. Do you think you can use HOM, responding with wonderment and awe, when you observe the skies during the day and during the night? We are going to talk about this during our Zoom sessions, okay? So your activity for today is these ones. All right. So I'll see you during our Zoom sessions later on. If you have some questions, ask me, or you can note them down. Message me through Class Dojo. Again, class, thank you so much for watching my video for today. This is our science subject, and this is in our Unit 2 of Science. Okay? All right. So there you go. Have a great day. Bye-bye.